Hello, hello. How are you doing? Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is January the 12th. Loud. I've taught 2 classes today. I did 2 rehearsals. Mo Nete. But I'm in good spirits. I'm in good spirits. Um, I have been thinking about a topic that I wanted to share with you all. And as you can see, my title, Labels Limit, so I am done. But first, what I want to do is to welcome our latest 2 patrons. I would like to welcome Tequila. Thank you for joining the Patreon community, as well as Danette. I am so happy that you are here, Danette. The Patreon community is one that I've started. I call it my inner circle. It's not because I'm trying to get folks in my inner circle because I'm all special. It's the inner circle where people are like, girl, look, I need you to share some tools, help a sister out, help a brother out on my path to self-realization and self-mastery. And so this is where I am sharing my teachings. I'm sharing readings, and just doing everything I can to just share what is being given to me as I use it on my own path. And to share with others with the hopes that everybody's living healthier and happier. So welcome, Tequila. Welcome, Danette. And for those of you out there, you can go to patreon.com/goddess body, mind, spirit, and find out more information there. If you have any questions, also let me know. But thank you. Oh, that's one of the things you get. You get a shout out. So y'all, look, I have been really frustrated with all this astrology stuff I've been doing. But not because I'm frustrated with astrology. I'm consuming it, which is an indication to me that I really am on the right path to learn this. I'm supposed to learn this. But the more I know about astrology, the more challenging it is for me to have discussions about astrology with people, because people in this culture, just in general, they know sun signs, right? And that's what everybody talks about. And so, for instance, first of all, even when I'm studying like astrology with people that know it, it sometimes is a little frustrating when you hear about your particular, like whatever sign you're born under, and you hear about it and it's all this negative crap. It just really ticks me off. I was about to say something else, but I'm trying to be professional here. Yeah, they like, oh, Pisces. Pisces people do this and they do that. Da, 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 da. I can't stand Pisces. Okay, I'm saying Pisces, but whatever your sign is, I know folks are talking about you. Now, if you Aries, you probably do not even care. Aries is like, yeah, I did it, I own it, and I don't even care what nobody says about me. But it's like all this bull crap. So if people are going by sun sign, when's your birthday? Okay. I say I'm a Pisces. But let's say I'm the kind of Pisces that is, bullish and mean, or let me think of another one, stingy. Then folks gonna think Pisces are like that. Oh, I hang out with Pisces. I had this one Pisces in my life, and this is how they were. Now, I'm telling you, I've heard this about every sign. I'm just sort of focusing on Pisces because that's the sign I have. Well, now that I know astrology, I'm like, you can't go by nobody's sun sign to really know why they act the way that they act. I mean, it tells a little bit. I mean, okay, the sun signs, they tell quite a bit. But if you think about how many people said, well, I just don't act like all Pisces. Pisces is a little bit different. You know why? Because we have other planets. We have a rising sign that is more of who and what we are, that does the better job of describing who and what we are. We have houses, and wherever our planets are in the houses, that's what defines or describes what we're doing. We have progress charts. Oh my God. Now that I know so much about astrology, I'm like, folks just really categorizing people. Oh, you Pisces, and I'm guilty of it myself in the past. You guilty of you know, you Pisces, or I can't remember what I was about to say, but anywho, you know, oh, based on their experience of someone in the past, now they saying, oh, that's why you act like that. You Capricorn. No, that ain't why I act like that. I mean, that's because my son is in Capricorn. Yeah, I might act a little bit like a Capricorn, but maybe it's something else in the chart. So I'm just starting to get frustrated with this label of I am fill in the blank. Now, this doesn't just relate to astrology, but these astrological classifications are what is bringing up this topic for me. And it's one that I think we all need to understand, you know, as we are looking at spiritualizing our egos, as we are looking at all things Leo, coming up with this full moon. Oh, shoot. This is my microphone. Coming up with this full moon. You know, Leo to a certain degree is about the ego. It gives us opportunities to really look at how healthy is our ego. Are we confident? You know, are we shining brightly or whatever? Our true self. But yeah, so you know, it's something to think about. Labels limit. When you put a label on yourself, I'll tell you something else that's been coming up for me. I am a vegetarian. I am fill in the blank regarding how we eat. I'm a pescatarian, you know, all these designations and stuff like that. Then you got to really live this thing out. That's what I found out when I was a vegetarian. If I'm a vegetarian, if I ever want to eat some fish, I'm in trouble, especially if I'm around my vegetarian friends. Oh my God, the vegan friends are going to go plumb crazy. I was a raw foodist for a while. You got to be a raw foodist in a certain way, too. You got to eat a certain way. You got to do this raw food thing. And you really and truly got to let everybody know about how horrible they are to be eating cooked food. Then whenever you want to change from one of these designations that you've been living under, you got to go through all this unpacking this label that you wore and all that kind of good stuff, you know? There's one more that I was just like, I refuse to wear a label. Oh, recently I made a video where I was like, y'all, look, I know a lot of people contacted me about E5, but I need, look. I mean, I'm presenting myself. I am Tyra Omilade Iyalarisha, priestess of the sacred feminine mysteries. Which, don't nobody even know what that means. Sometimes that's why I sort of talk about being Iyalarisha. Although, you know, I forgot what I was saying. I just saw that we had a huge crowd at my nonprofit tonight. I'm like, y'all had 100 people? What? We had a big event. So anywho, yeah, you know, but this it's like I am more than I talked about I'm initiated into Ifa as a priestess, and I'm initiated into the goddess tradition, and you know all that. But I'm not just one thing. Like no, please don't put me in a box. Because when we're in a box, guess what? We gotta live that box out. I say let's trash all the labels. When I started learning Spanish, I noticed they don't say I am sick. They say something like, how does it go? Y'all speak Spanish. If you know Spanish, you know what I'm talking about. But it's more of like, I have this. Or let's say instead of I am hungry, they'll say tiene or tengo. I have. Or instead of saying I am 48, they'll say tengo, they'll say, I have this many years. They don't affirm, I guess they do to a certain degree, but the designations, to a certain degree, they don't. That's the thing I'm trying to say to y'all. Like, we need to understand how much labels limit us, and we need to change how we want to use these designations. So from here on out in astrology, I might say I'm Scorpio rising. But for the most part, I say I have Scorpio energy. And to let people really know who know something, I'll say I am Scorpio rising. I was born under Scorpio rising, or I have a lot of Pisces energy. I have Pisces energy. I have Taurus energy. My moon is in Taurus. Yeah, I'm initiated into Ifa. Yes, I work as a priestess. Yes, I have been married for a while, but these labels, they limit us. And then the thing that I think ticks me off the most is, and this is really what all this astrology talk did for me, is then people start putting me in a freaking box. All right, y'all, look, we got stuff going on where Uranus popping off this week. What is it? I did a video today for my patrons who get the reading, the weekly reading. Oh, I know what I said. I said that Mars and Uranus are in Aries. Uranus is moving out of Aries March 31st. And Uranus is the type of energy that creates change. So I just feel like change is on the horizon, because Uranus is very slow moving. And when a planet like that, especially the slow moving planets, when they leave one sign and go into another, it's like big energy begins to happen. I sort of see it as like when it's time for women to give birth, transition is like this big thing that happens. It doesn't last for long, but it's huge. And it's like one last push to open the door. And then next thing you know, you don't feel the contractions that are opening the door, which are so painful. All you want to do is push, push, push. And so that's what it's like when a planet like Uranus changes from one sign and goes into the next. That's something that we can be looking for. I forgot to mention that to those who get my weekly readings in Patreon. That closer, well, I guess I didn't mention it because it's not until the end of March, but definitely around sometime in March, from the beginning, and especially 2 weeks out from the 31st, we're going to see big, huge changes in some kind of way. It might just be on the, the global level, but Uranus is all about change. I just feel like change is on the horizon. And so I don't need no freaking box. Don't put me in no box. Because at any given day, I'm going to show up and be somebody new and different, because that's what my life called me to do. All right? Yeah, I might carry a lot of energy. I might act like that energy quite a bit, but that is not who and what I am. And at any given moment, I could have a Saturn transit in Pisces, and the next thing you know, I'm not flighty, I'm grounded, I'm sober, I'm bossing everybody around. My memory's better than everybody else. And I'm not, all like in the clouds like we Pisces energy people like to be. I'm not mad at anybody. It just has given me an understanding, especially how I will be defining myself. I'm not going to be saying I am a whole bunch about any of this crap, all right? You can understand my energy, but you're not going to put me in a box. And guess what? You're not going to put me in a box because I'm not going to put me in a box. And you should not put yourself in a box. And you should not let anybody else put you in a box. Because I tell you what, that box will limit you to a certain experience, and we ain't come here to be limited, all right? So thank y'all for listening. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, thanking you for your time, your attention, hoping that this message will help you to bust out of all the limiting labels that the world has put on you, that you have bought into lock, stock, and barrel, that will help you bust out the limits and labels that, you put on yourself. Because, baby, it's time for us to be free. Please like the video, share the video, and for those who would like divination, you can go to my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com, and order a reading for yourself. You all are amazing. Love y'all so much. Peace.